Hey, so a couple years ago, we sent an email out to everyone we knew, and we're like, we bought a block for Independence Day. And so this was kind of the block that we talk about, at least the first one, where we had where we closed on a bunch of properties, like we buying back the block, all this great stuff, right? And so we sent this email out because what we originally actually wanted to do was we wanted to split the houses off. And so we wanted to have a bunch of folks, like some people take these houses, we'll take these, you take this. And that was actually the plan. Do you remember that? When we bought the houses, that we sent that email out to everyone and was like, who's going to join us? Like, who's going to join us on this journey? Together, we're all going to transform this block. And I think the key's in the house, if you don't have it. And so what we found was that nobody was ready. Nobody was ready from an experience perspective. Nobody was ready financially. No one was ready. And so we had to do it ourselves. Like, I forget about this story sometimes because we found the first property and then we realized we were going to have to do all of them. And then we got site control of all of them. And then so who's coming with us? And there wasn't anybody ready to join us on the journey. We're like, cool, we finna do it ourselves. That's fine. But we're going to make sure that next time or the next time that this type of opportunity comes, people are ready. They know and understand how to invest, develop in Baltimore, do these larger renovations and be able to manage contractors and know how to handle these rehabs. And that's really around the time when we started to put together NEXTGen. That was around the time we started to put together NEXTGen. Like, how do we make sure that people are ready? They are, informed. They have the resources, the experience, so that when it's time to come with us, when we're doing these large projects and stuff like that, we have people there and ready to go to join us on that journey. So I don't know if I had ever told that part of the story before, but the block, when we talk about bought the block, when we did that, we did it around Independence Day. We sent an email out that literally said bought a block for Independence Day, and invited people to like take some of the property so we could split it off, and we have this whole development happening that was owned by us, and we could all get it done, but nobody was ready. So for Independence Day, I need y'all to get ready. Get ready. You stay ready. You ain't gotta get ready. And that's really when we decided that we were going to basically create our partners for tomorrow. How many properties y'all up to now? You know what's so awkward? It's awkward that we don't count. And so we have our rental properties, and then we have properties that we renovate and sell, and we have properties that we work with nonprofits on to create affordable housing, and we own a full service construction company that's always doing properties. And so I know that sounds a little bit wild. Someone asked us that the other day, and I was like, because we have a lot of projects going on at every given time. So when I have to break it down between rentals and then houses that are under construction and things that we're selling, it's actually hard to do. Dream Big Cash Flow says ready. So if you're ready, the next time we send that message out and we're like, we bought a block for Independence Day, is you with it? Like, are you ready to take some of these houses? Are you ready to buy back the block with us rather than just watch us do it? Because that was always the vision. You got to tap in with NEXTGen, because that's who, people ask us to partner with them every single day. I'm like, I don't know y'all, but I know my NEXTGen folk. So make sure you go to gocharmcitybuyers.com/NEXTGen to apply, because there's an application process. Because again, we're creating our partners for tomorrow. Like, y'all just wait until some of the next couple announcements come out. So we're creating our partners for tomorrow. So you got to apply for that. So go charmcitybuyers.com/nextgen is how you tap in to what we're creating, so that folks are able to build for themselves, build their own portfolios. I was just in the NEXTGen's DMs. They built their portfolio. They went from 0 properties to double digits in like a little over a year. And then they just told me they bought an Airbnb in Houston, right? Like, literally creating millionaires all the time. But beyond that, making sure people have the tools to build for themselves. So we're building for the community, so that collectively, when we say it's time to go, we have hundreds of people ready to go. And it's the takeover. Hashtag NEXTGen takeover. Everyone in NEXTGen on the jump. Roderick with love says, I'm working on my credit right now. As soon as it's where I need to be, I'll be on my grown folk real estate flow, just like y'all. I love it. It's important that you have a good relationship with money and credit, right? So you don't want to be out here, like, my question is always like, why does your credit need to be fixed, right? What's happening? What happened to impact your credit? Because sometimes we use things as an excuse, and sometimes we need to like go back to foundational, what's my relationship with money questions. But I love that you're working on it. What up? Let me see. I'm trying to scroll. How do I get in your email list? There should be a link in our bio, but if you haven't yet, make sure that you have taken our free class on investing in Baltimore. So if like investing in Baltimore is what you're looking to do or get into, you're trying to learn or understand even building communities in general, take that class. It's Why Baltimore, Why Now. The link is in our bio, and we dive into really like why Baltimore is important to us, why Baltimore should be important to you, and what's happening on the ground that makes it a really great place to be investing in, and doing it the right way. Like, what do we mean by investing in Baltimore the right way, and how do we make sure that we're adding value and not just perpetuating the issues that a lot of our cities have had when it comes to development. Like, we can develop without displacement. We can build wealth for ourselves. We can do positive things for the community, but you have to understand how to set up that outlook and how to set that foundation to do the right thing. Hey, Candy. NEXTGen takeover. Thank you for this. Absolutely. I just saw you in ATL. Awesome. Yes, everyone who was at Rants and Gems live experience, it was lit. We had such a great time talking and chatting with you all and meeting you guys. It's really, really dope to just be in the room, right? And a lot of times we talk about that with the audience, right? Being part of the workshops, being part of the events, being in the audience. But really for us, like, we had to fly in to get there and do all that. Like, for us, it's also about being in the room with you all, being in the room with MG and Kiana, and just networking and just making sure that we always normalize greatness. Hey Lloyd, Natsumis, how are y'all? I'm actually closing on a rental on Tuesday. Gonna check out your website. Congratulations. Let's get it. I love that. Love that. What's up? I see all the NEXTGen takeovers. Love y'all. Ooh, y'all love to... let me not. I always jump the gun. But I had some really great conversations over the last couple days that I'm excited to share with y'all. But yeah, so I just want to tell that story because I don't know that we've told it that many times, that literally when we bought the block, right, our plan was to share it and not just do it on our own, but do it with a bunch of other folks, because at that time we had done some tours and some of our rental properties, getting people amped up about real estate. This was years ago, and nobody was ready. And so we was like, okay, let's get some people ready. And that was what became kind of the foundation for NEXTGen, so that when it was time, we knew exactly who to call to ride with us through that transformation. So I hope y'all have a wonderful Juneteenth times 2, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.